What's going on? It's me, SemiMong, and today we're going to go through all of the racial abilities available to the races within Crowfall. So, much like World of Warcraft, one of the other big MMOs, each race gets certain abilities and passive abilities to help them out depending on what race they are. So we're going to start off with the human. First of all, you always get some form of movement racial, and for the human this is sidestep, which allows you to roll quickly in whatever direction you are moving for 10 meters. So let me just showcase this. Put that onto the right click. As you can see, it's just sort of like a dodge. Now every race will get a variant of this, whether it is this dodge roll or whether it's something different, so I will go through that. But for the human, you've also got Candle That Burns, so increase your damage by 10% and power efficiency by 5% for 12 seconds. So it is not a passive ability, this is one that you actually have to activate. So depending on what class you are, you can get some extra damage and just some extra power. Now let's go ahead and check out the other racials. Oh, we've got the half elf. Let's go ahead and confirm. Now the half elf gets the spin step, so it's pretty much the roll as well. Like, look at this. Whoa! Yeah, literally pretty much the roll. And you may get a little bit of a movement speed boost there. I didn't see that on the human animation. That little green line. I'm not quite sure about that. Look, do you see that there? Maybe it's just the speed as you're rolling. Maybe it's just like an effect that's not yet implemented on the human. But for the half elf, you also get... Oh, they don't get one. Interesting. See, all of these are just the standard stealth abilities. Huh. I thought they did get one. I know the guinea pig racial gets one as well. Interesting, interesting. Alright, let's just go ahead and check out the others. I think it's only a certain amount of them that get the extra racial ability, because at the moment the half elf and the Nefari don't have this extra ability that's down there. But for the Nefari, you get something slightly different for your movement ability. Rather than having just a standard roll, you actually get 2 charges of this little sort of, I don't know what to call it, rush. There you go, a little dash, which actually goes a little bit further as well. It goes for 20 meters rather than 10 meters, but then that cooldown is doubled in length also, so that's 20 seconds rather than 10 seconds. So you're covering the same distance, but the animation does look cool, doesn't it? Your fire beaming out of your hands. You're like Iron Man, but without the suit. Interesting. Unfortunately, the Fae is not currently available in the game, neither is the High Elf or the Stoneborn, so I will be doing separate videos on them when they are released, so be sure to subscribe or check back to the channel for that. But let's go ahead and select the Wood Elf and see what she gets. Okay, so the Wood Elf, for their defensive ability, gets Dissipate, which is just like a Mage's Blink in World of Warcraft. Let me just showcase that. Bam. Not as far as the Nefari Dash. It's only 18 meters rather than 20, but it does share the same 20-second cooldown. And then as a Wood Elf, you also get Camouflage, much like the Night Elf's Camouflage, where if you hide, you're just hidden from sight when you're standing still and not in combat. Let's see if I can showcase that quickly. Takes time to activate, but there we go. So if you see someone harvesting, you think they're a threat, maybe you can activate this skill as a Wood Elf. Hide yourself. I seem to have disappeared into the 8th dimension as I'm walking away. Don't know if that's meant to be like that. Moving on to the half giant, we once again got another roll. Nothing too crazy. Don't know if I should actually showcase these at this point. Animation does look a bit elongated, if that makes sense. That's a very long roll. Look, just watch this. Look, Hua! He like dives forward 10 meters before he even starts to roll. But then once again for the half giant, you've actually got Blood of the Giant. Embrace your giant heritage, increasing size, damage bonus, and healing bonus by 5%. This effect can stack twice. Interesting. Does that mean you have to activate it? Let's have a gander. I would love to go to my range tree, please. Oh, I haven't got a weapon. So I can't. Let's just drag it down to my harvesting tree. Can't even drag it down to my harvesting tree. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I'm guessing you're going to have to activate it, seeing as it says instant there. You've then got Headbutt, which allows you to charge forward, knocking down enemies and causing damage. I will not be able to show this, unfortunately, because once I put it onto my range tree, it says I need to get a weapon to use it. Even though it literally is my head. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, you've got headbutt, so it is a useful PvP racial. If you run out of abilities, headbutt the guys, knock them down, do a little bit of damage, could potentially even be used to escape. The Minotaur has dodge. Now this is the first movement racial ability, I don't know what else to call it, that actually does damage as well. It is on 2 charges, no, yeah, there we go, that glitched out for a second. It's on 2 charges, just like the human and whatnot. Goes 2 meters further than the human, but obviously you've got that extra 2-second cooldown. But once you land, you actually do a little bit of damage, 71 to 87, plus 79% weapon damage. So let's go ahead and showcase that. So bam, you'll do damage there, and then you could do it again if they've gotten away or if there's a separate target. But it is the better sort of movement in the it is the better movement ability compared to the others, just because it does damage. Like, think, everyone else is only going 10 meters, you're getting a little bit extra with the 2 meters, and you're doing damage as well. I mean, what more could you ask for? I mean, it has got a lack of classes, to be fair. But let's go on to the Centaur. Oh, I didn't even check if the Minotaur had other racial abilities. Alright, so is it the Centaur? I'm not quite sure. Has this 10-meter dash. Once again, just like the human racials. But it's also sort of a group leader. For racials, it's got increased the group's attack power by 100 while they're within a certain range of you. And also increase the group's support power by 75 while they're in a certain range with you. So, definitely a team player. And then finally, but not least, it is my favourite race of them all. We've got the guinea pig, who has a leap roll. Let me just showcase this as we go. Nothing too major there, but it's also got the Burrow ability, which allows you to dig underground to avoid detection. Taking damage or running out of stamina forces you out of your burrow and cannot be activated while in combat. So let's go ahead and showcase that. Press 7. Bam, 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 bam. Look, bam, we are in the floor. It is actually beautiful. And you can dodge roll while you're burrowing. Oh no. Well, you can, but it's just glitched out and it's put me above ground in stealth mode. Guys, if you've enjoyed showcasing all of these racial abilities and it's helped you choose what race you're going to be in Crowfall, be sure to leave that like down below. Get involved in the comment section, I shall reply. For gamer gear, gift, accessories, consoles and games, be sure to check on the Game On Amazon store. Plenty of deals there for you. Thanks for all of the support, and I shall see you in the next video.